You think you know motorcycle mods? Think again. These 15 game-changing upgrades aren't just practical, they're genius. You'll wonder how you ever rode without them, from making your clutch feel feather-light to transforming night rides into a breeze. These mods might just change your riding life. Let's count them down, starting with one you didn't even know existed. Number 15. Clutch Arm Extension. The clutch arm extension is one of those underrated upgrades that can drastically improve your riding experience without requiring major changes to your bike. This simple bolt-on upgrade lightens your clutch pull without changing the springs or cable. It works by increasing the lever ratio, which makes pulling the clutch significantly easier. This is especially valuable on older motorcycles with stiff clutch setups or sport bikes that demand more force. If you are someone who spends a lot of time in heavy traffic or takes long-distance rides, the clutch arm extension can be a real game changer. You will notice the difference the first time you take it out on the road. The extension is mounted on your clutch actuator arm at the engine, giving you a longer lever ratio, which means less force is required when you pull the clutch. Your hand will appreciate the lighter feel, especially on long rides where hand fatigue becomes a serious issue. Once installed, the clutch arm extension blends seamlessly with your engine, barely noticeable to the untrained eye, but your hand will definitely know the difference. Whether you are navigating slow-speed traffic or spending hours cruising, this upgrade makes clutch operations smoother and much more comfortable. What makes this mod truly remarkable is that it does not alter the feel at the handlebar, maintaining the familiar control while significantly reducing effort. Riders who frequently deal with heavy clutch pulls will immediately appreciate the benefit, and once you have tried it, you will wonder how you ever managed without it. Light clutch, lighter ride, but that is just the start. Let us keep upgrading. Number 14. Inline fuel filter with quick disconnect fittings. If you have ever had to remove your fuel tank for maintenance, you know how frustrating it can be. Awkward angles, dripping fuel, and wrestling with hoses can make even a simple task feel daunting. That is where the inline fuel filter with quick disconnect fittings comes in. This little upgrade makes tank removal a one-click job and keeps your engine running cleaner. The setup is straightforward. You add a compact, transparent fuel filter between the tank and the carburetor or fuel injectors. The quick disconnect couplings allow you to easily detach the fuel line without spilling a drop. It is a smart upgrade, particularly for bikes that sit for long periods or get gas from questionable sources. Cleaner fuel means fewer issues with clogged injectors or dirty carb jets, which can save you from costly repairs down the road. Another major advantage is maintenance convenience. No more wrestling with hoses or worrying about tearing a fuel line when pulling the tank. Quick disconnects are designed to make the process quick, safe, and clean. Plus, many of these fittings have auto shut-off valves, which means no fuel leakage when separated. This upgrade might seem simple, but it makes a significant difference. It is not just about reducing maintenance hassles, it is about preserving the longevity of your engine. The next time you need to work on your bike, you will be glad you made this change. Fuel management done right. But what if your hands need some love too? Number 13. Handlebar vibration dampers. Have you ever taken off your gloves after a long ride only to find your hands still tingling as if they had been buzzing the whole way? That is a common issue with motorcycles that produce a lot of engine vibrations, especially singles and parallel twins. The solution: handlebar vibration dampers. These ingenious little devices absorb engine vibrations, giving you a smoother and more comfortable grip. They are not just about adding weight to the ends of your handlebars. True vibration dampers use internal mechanisms like rubber isolators, springs, or gel inserts to dissipate vibration rather than merely counteracting it. This means less hand fatigue, clearer mirrors, and a more enjoyable ride overall. Whether you are commuting long distances or enjoying spirited weekend rides, reducing handlebar buzz can make a noticeable difference in your riding comfort. Some dampers even come with additional features like integrated bar-end mirrors, which add both functionality and style. The key is to choose dampers specifically designed for your bike's handlebar diameter and vibration profile. One of the best aspects of this upgrade is that it enhances comfort without compromising performance. You maintain control while enjoying a smoother, more relaxed ride. If you have ever cut a ride short because your hands went numb, these dampers might just become your new best friend. Smooth hands are great, but how about a clearer view when you ride? We've put countless hours into researching the most underrated motorcycle mods to help you upgrade your ride. If you're finding these tips valuable, hit that subscribe button. Number 12. Pivoting mirror extenders. One of the most overlooked yet incredibly useful mods you can add to your motorcycle is a set of pivoting mirror extenders. If you have ever glanced at your mirrors only to see nothing but your own shoulders, you know how frustrating and unsafe it can be. These extenders lift and reposition your mirrors to give you a proper rear view, drastically improving your ability to see what's behind you. Pivoting mirror extenders are particularly beneficial for taller riders who find that standard mirror placement just does not work. They also come in handy when you are lane splitting or filtering through traffic. Instead of guessing what is in your blind spot, you get a much clearer and wider field of vision. The best part is that these extenders do not compromise the bike's aesthetics. They blend in seamlessly and do not look like a tacked-on accessory, maintaining the sleek profile of your ride. Another advantage is their adjustability. You can easily find the perfect angle and height, making them versatile for different riding positions. Whether you are upright on a cruiser or leaning forward on a sport bike, pivoting mirror extenders give you the flexibility to tailor your view. Installation is also straightforward. They mount between your existing mirror and the stock mount, usually requiring just a few minutes with basic tools. No need for complex modifications or wiring. Investing in a set of pivoting mirror extenders is a simple yet smart move to enhance both safety and comfort while riding. They are affordable, easy to install, and make a noticeable difference every time you hit the road. Visibility sorted, but let's make night rides even better. Number 11. LED backlighting for your gauges. One of the easiest and most effective ways to modernize your motorcycle is by upgrading your gauge lighting to LEDs. Stock gauge lighting on many bikes is often dim, uneven, and frankly outdated. Usually it is just one weak bulb trying to illuminate your entire speedometer and tachometer from behind a faded, foggy screen. The result? You are left squinting at your gauges, especially on night rides. LED backlighting solves this problem by providing bright, even illumination that is not only easier to see but also adds a modern touch to your bike's cockpit. Unlike traditional bulbs, LEDs consume less power and generate less heat, which is a bonus if your motorcycle runs on a smaller charging system or a lithium battery. Plus, they come in various colors, allowing you to choose a look that complements your bike's style. What makes this upgrade even better is its longevity. LED lights are built to last, meaning you will not have to worry about replacing them anytime soon. They are also more resistant to vibrations, which is a common issue for motorcycles. The consistent brightness they offer makes your speed and engine readings much clearer, which can be a lifesaver when you are tearing down the highway at night. Upgrading to LED backlighting for your gauges is not just about aesthetics, it is about safety and convenience. You will be able to monitor your bike's vital stats at a glance, even in the darkest conditions. Now that you can see at night, let's make sure your bike stays balanced too. Number 10. Tapered wheel balancing weights. If you have ever experienced a wobble at high speeds, you know how unsettling it can be. The culprit? Often it is those cheap stick-on wheel weights that come loose or fall off entirely. It is time to ditch those unreliable tape weights and invest in tapered wheel balancing weights that stay put, look clean, and keep your bike stable at high speeds. Unlike standard adhesive weights, tapered balancing weights clamp directly onto the wheel lip. This secure fit means they are not going anywhere, even after thousands of miles. Harsh weather or aggressive cornering. The streamlined shape also reduces drag, giving you a smoother, more stable ride. Plus, they do not corrode or peel off, unlike tape weights that often degrade from road grime and moisture. These weights are also reusable, making them a long-term investment. Instead of sticking on a new set every time you change tires, you can simply transfer your tapered weights to the new setup. This not only saves money but also maintains consistent balance, crucial for maintaining handling precision and preventing vibration at high speeds. Installing tapered wheel balancing weights is relatively simple, usually requiring just a small wrench or screwdriver. Once in place, they offer a professional factory-finished look that far surpasses the haphazard appearance of stick-on options. It is a small detail that makes a big difference in how your bike feels and handles, especially when you hit those highway speeds. Balanced wheels are nice, but what about keeping your bike running like a dream? Number 9. Magnetic drain plug. There is nothing more frustrating than discovering engine damage too late. That is where the magnetic drain plug comes in. A simple yet ingenious upgrade that can save you from a costly repair bill. This little device works by trapping tiny metal particles before they circulate through your engine and cause further damage. Think of it as a mini oil filter designed specifically for ferrous debris. It is like an early warning system for your bike's mechanical health. When your engine runs, components inevitably wear down, creating minuscule metal shavings. These fragments circulate through the oil system, potentially causing more damage as they travel. A magnetic drain plug captures these particles right at the source, keeping them from reaching critical engine part. The best part, it gives you an insight into your engine's condition every time you change the oil. A small amount of fuzz on the magnet is normal, indicating typical wear. However, if you find large chunks or significant buildup, it is a clear sign that something is wrong internally. This upgrade does not change how your bike rides or performs, but it does give you peace of mind. It is a subtle modification that quietly works to protect your engine from internal damage. The cost is minimal, but the potential savings are substantial, especially if it catches a problem early. Every rider who wants to keep their engine running smoothly should consider this simple, yet effective upgrade. Keep your engine safe. Now, let's talk about stopping power. Number 8. Axle sliders that double as towing spools. It is easy to overlook the importance of axle sliders until your bike tips over or worse, slides on the road. These handy accessories protect your swing arm and axle from serious damage in the event of a fall, but the smart rider knows to get more bang for their buck by choosing axle sliders that double as towing spools. This clever 2-in-1 design makes it a practical upgrade for any motorcycle. These combo-style sliders mount directly to your rear and sometimes front axles, providing a solid pickup point for maintenance tasks. Whether you are changing your chain, swapping tires, or storing your bike for the winter, these sliders make the process easy. Simply hook up your rear stand to the integrated towing spools and lift the bike securely. This dual functionality means you do not have to invest in separate swing arm spool brackets, which can be flimsy and prone to breaking. But the real value shows when your bike takes an unexpected tumble. Since they mount through the axle itself, these sliders are tough and do not break off as easily as bolt-on swing arm spools. That means your bike is more likely to survive a low-speed drop without expensive damage. Plus, if you need to load your bike onto a trailer or pull it out of a tight spot, these sliders give you a built-in tie-down point that will not snap or bend like standard hardware. Protection and utility in one mod. But what if your gadgets are draining your battery? Number 7. Waterproof USB charging port with a kill switch. Imagine being halfway through a long ride only to discover your phone battery is dead. It is a nightmare scenario, especially when you need navigation or music to keep you going. That is why installing a waterproof USB charging port is a game changer. However, not all USB ports are created equal. Many of them drain your bike's battery even when the bike is off. That is why you need one with an integrated kill switch. This simple addition makes a huge difference. Flip it on when you need power, flip it off when you are done. No more worrying about a drained battery just because you left your GPS plugged in overnight. Even better, the waterproof design means it can handle any weather conditions, from unexpected downpours to dusty trails. Mounted in a smart spot, like under your seat or in a tank bag pass-through to keep it protected and accessible. To further safeguard your bike's electrical system, pair the USB port with a fused circuit. This ensures that if something does go wrong, the fuse will blow instead of your bike's main system. The result is clean, reliable power without the hassle of constantly pulling fuses or worrying about battery drain. Whether you are charging your phone, powering a GPS, or running other accessories, this setup gives you flexibility and control. Power on demand. But how about keeping your throttle responsive? Number 6. Upgraded throttle tube with a better cam profile. When it comes to achieving precise throttle control, not all throttle tubes are created equal. Upgrading to a throttle tube with a better cam profile is one of those mods that feels like a small change, but completely transforms your riding experience. Whether you are looking for a quick turn or a progressive profile, these upgrades make your throttle response smoother and more predictable. With a quicker turn, you reduce the amount of wrist movement needed to reach full throttle. This means faster acceleration and less strain on your hand, ideal for both spirited riding and tight, slow-speed maneuvers. On the other hand, a progressive cam profile gives you finer control at low speeds, while still allowing rapid acceleration when you twist the grip fully. Many stock throttle tubes are made of flimsy plastic that flexes and feels imprecise. Upgraded options often use aluminum construction, giving a more rigid and responsive feel. They are usually a direct swap, requiring no changes to your cables or throttle mapping, which means you get an instant performance boost without complicated installation. For riders who frequently navigate through traffic or love to carve up twisty roads, this mod is a game changer. It eliminates that awkward lag when you twist the grip, giving you more immediate power delivery. A better throttle tube means less wrist fatigue, greater control, and an overall smoother ride. It is one of those upgrades that once you try it, you will never want to go back to the stock setup. Number 5. LED Load Equalizer. Upgrading to LED turn signals seems like a no-brainer. Brighter light, less power draw, and a sleek, modern look. But if you have ever swapped out your old bulbs for LEDs, you may have noticed a problem: hyper-flashing. Your turn signals start blinking at double speed or worse. They stop blinking altogether. That is because your bike's electrical system thinks the bulb has burned out, since LEDs draw less power. This is where an LED load equalizer comes in. It acts as a resistor that mimics the load of a traditional halogen bulb, letting your flasher relay know that everything is working properly. It stops hyper-flashing dead in its tracks and eliminates those pesky warning lights on your dash. These equalizers are designed to be compact and plug-and-play, so installation is simple. Just wire it in line with your turn signal circuit, and you are good to go. Some versions even allow you to customize the flash rate, giving your signals a more modern or European look, if that is your preference. By stabilizing your turn signal output, you ensure that your bike remains street legal and visually consistent. No more confusing signals that blink like a strobe light or not at all. With an LED load equalizer, you keep your bike's electrical system happy while enjoying the benefits of modern lighting. Number 4. Tank Grip Pads. If you have ever felt your knees slipping while braking hard or leaning into a corner, you know how unsettling it can be. Tank Grip Pads are the solution. These adhesive pads stick to the sides of your gas tank, giving your legs a solid anchor point to press against. The result: instantly better stability and significantly less arm fatigue when riding aggressively. Tank grip pads are made from durable, textured rubber or polymer, designed to withstand weather and constant contact. They offer a perfect blend of grip and comfort, preventing your thighs from sliding forward during braking or shifting side to side when leaning into a corner. The increased stability translates to better control, especially when performing quick stops or maneuvering through twisty roads. They are particularly useful for taller riders who feel they slide forward too easily on standard smooth tanks. Even during everyday riding, the pads make maintaining a steady posture easier and more natural. Besides enhancing control, they also protect your tank's paint from scratches caused by zippers, buttons, or tank bags. This means you not only gain performance, but also preserve your bike's appearance. Plus, the discreet, minimalist design keeps the visual aesthetic intact. Number 3. Folding brake and shift levers. Every rider knows that sinking feeling when a simple tip-over turns into a serious problem. One minute you are just parking your bike, the next you are staring at a bent or snapped lever that leaves you stranded. Folding brake and shift levers are designed to solve this issue once and for all. These clever components are built with a pivot mechanism that allows them to fold upward rather than brake when impacted. This means that if your bike tips over in the parking lot or you take a low-speed spill on a trail, the levers simply bend out of the way instead of snapping off. The result: you can pick up your bike, dust yourself off, and continue your ride without missing a beat. This is particularly useful for off-road or adventure bikes that are more prone to being dropped, but it is just as practical for street riders who value durability and reliability. Many folding levers also come with adjustable lengths and improved ergonomics compared to factory-installed options. You can fine-tune the reach to match your hand size or riding style, making them not only more resilient but also more comfortable. Plus, they often look sleeker and more refined than stock levers, giving your bike a subtle upgrade in style. When it comes to practical upgrades that protect both your bike and your peace of mind, folding brake and shift levers are a must-have. You might never notice them when everything is going right, but the first time your bike tips over, you will be grateful you made the switch. Number 2. Turn Signal Cancel Module. Nothing says rookie mistake quite like riding down the road with your turn signal still blinking long after the turn has been made. It is not just embarrassing, it can also be downright dangerous. Drivers around you may think you are about to make another turn or change lanes, and that confusion can lead to accidents. Enter the Turn Signal Cancel module, a small, ingenious device that takes care of this problem automatically. This module senses when you have completed your turn or merge and shuts off the blinker after a set period or a specified distance. Some advanced models even use lean angle sensors to determine when the turn is complete, making it even more accurate. This way, you never have to worry about riding for miles with your blinker flashing, which not only makes your ride safer but also more professional. Installing a turn signal cancel module is straightforward on most bikes, as many kits are designed to plug directly into the existing wiring harness. Once installed, the module quietly does its job in the background, letting you focus on the ride rather than constantly checking your indicators. This is particularly useful for bikes with older style switchgear that lacks built-in cancel-in features. Whether you are commuting in the city or cruising the open road, this upgrade ensures that your signals work the way they should, every time. Safety first, but let's add a touch of practicality for daily riders. Number 1. Heated grips. Cold hands are more than just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. When your fingers go numb from wind chill or low temperatures, your reaction time drops, your grip weakens, and riding becomes a chore instead of a joy. That's where heated grips come in, a must-have upgrade that turns cold weather riding from miserable to manageable. Unlike bulky heated gloves or liners, heated grips integrate directly into your handlebars, delivering warmth exactly where you need it. Most kits come with adjustable heat settings so you can dial in the perfect temperature based on riding conditions. Whether you're braving early morning commutes, high-altitude passes, or winter back roads, heated grips keep your hands comfortable, responsive, and in control. Installation is straightforward on most bikes, especially with modern plug-and-play kits. They wire into your battery or accessory circuit, and some even come with built-in voltage monitors to prevent battery drain. Newer models also feature smart controllers that automatically adjust temperature based on ambient conditions. No fiddling mid-ride, but the real magic is consistency. Heated grips maintain steady warmth across your palms and fingers, allowing you to ride longer, safer, and with better feedback from the bars. No more stiff fingers, no more distracted riding. Just smooth throttle control and reliable braking in any weather. So if you're tired of white-knuckle rides every time the temperature drops, this might be the smartest comfort mod you'll ever install. There you have it, the top 15 underrated motorcycle mods that make a real difference. Which one are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments, and do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more ride-enhancing tips.